Sure.
So I don't also have any verified employment. So statistically, he's unlikely to reoffend in a violent way. Otherwise, that flag would be there. So given all those factors, Your Honor, we'd be asking for no more than a $20,000 bond.
Okay. Well, I suppose statistically, you wouldn't have expected him to do what he's alleged to have done now. So 300,000. The public defender is appointed, and the next court date is April 28th at 1:30. Your excuse, sir. Good evening. What is your name? Okay, he needs to be unmuted, please.
Go ahead. Sound again.
Ronnie Ramirez.
Ramirez. Okay, thank you. Okay, Ramirez is. Six. Seven. Mr. Ramirez, you have, I think it's 5 different warrants out of Pima County Justice Court. One involves a charge of disorderly conduct, trespassing, and failure to appear is the next one. Threat and intimidation, disorderly conduct, and trespassing is the next one. Trespassing, and then another trespassing. Each of these warrants lists a bond of 500. Actually, I'm going to reduce all of them, each one of them, to 100 apiece. You are represented by Attorney Saul Huerta, and you're going to be seen on video tomorrow at 1 p.m. on these matters. You're excused.
Thank you.
No.
Please.
Hello, what is your name?
Oralia Yvette Moreno.
Ms. Moreno, you have several cases in Tucson City Court. You've been seen on all of these already, but most of them involve shoplifting. There's drug paraphernalia and obstruction. And you failed to appear on these matters back in October of last year. I'm gonna order that you be held on a $500 bond. And it is for
Your Honor, I'm currently doing a term in prison. I just came to get sentenced or do my court for Superior Court.
Why don't you hold on for a moment with that?
Okay, sorry.
Just a moment.
One chapter over the list.
Sir.
That's right.
Okay, I see you have a felony hold. Still, I'm gonna hold you on a city court bond. I'll reappoint the city public defender to represent you. All prior conditions of your release that were posted before remain in effect. And you're gonna be seen on video on April 25th at 1:45. You're excused.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
You're wrong.
Sit down right there. Bernard, sit down with that chair.
Hello, what is your name?
Del Bernard,
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Del Bernard.
Bernard, okay, thank you.
Everybody.
Bernard, you have an arrest warrant out of Pima County Justice Court. Listed charges on this warrant are domestic violence threats and intimidation, domestic violence criminal trespass, domestic violence criminal damage, and domestic violence disorderly conduct. $100 bond is listed on the warrant. And that I will impose on you. You're going to be seen on this tomorrow at 1:00 p.m. on video. And Attorney Jill Gookin will be representing you at that time. In addition, you have a case, a new case in Tucson City Court. You were charged with domestic violence, criminal trespass. And it looks like you have a probation. And we'll note the justice court holds. I'm going to order on this matter that you have no contact of any kind with Sonia Stevens. Stay away from her home and workplace. Don't commit any acts of domestic violence.
How about you cops stay away from my fucking house too? Don't call my shop home, dude. All right, my lawyer fucking home.
Okay.
Fuck your cops and fuck you, dude.
Hold up. Go to the door. Go to the door. Fuck.
Okay. Anyway, he's got a video review April 25th at 1:45, and the city public defender is appointed. $2,500 bond.
Miss Garrison, Chelsea, go sit down on the chair.
Hello, what's your name?
Hello, Chelsea Ann Garrison.
Harris. Okay. Ms. Garrison, you're charged with domestic violence, disorderly conduct, and arson of property. I'm going to order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence. Don't possess any firearms or other weapons, and no alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't have contact of any kind with Christina Peters. And stay away from her home and workplace.
All right.
You have a pending felony, contact your assigned probation officer the first working day following release from custody. And wait a minute. I'm gonna step bond in the amount of 500. And you're gonna be seen tomorrow at 1:00 p.m. Pima County Justice Court on video. You'll be represented by Attorney Jill Gookin. And that's it. You're excused.
All right, thank you.
You can go down this, or outdoor downstairs to the females. Ray, you're up next. Oh, man, I looked her up.
Hello, what's your name?
Gregory Gray.
All right, one moment.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good evening, sir. Mr. Gray. Yes. Mr. Gray, you're charged with domestic violence, disorderly conduct, 4 counts, and 1 count of domestic violence, threats, intimidation. I'm going to order that you not have contact with Isabel Gray, Tatiana Gray, Tatia Gray, or the minor child victim. Stay away from their home, workplace, and school. And you may return 1 time to the residence with a police escort to get your personal belongings. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence. You are released with these conditions, and your court date at, this is Marana City Court, will be May 14th at 10:00 a.m. You're excused.
Thank you. Out the door. Lancia.
Hello, what is your name?
Angel Lizzie Valencia.
You're charged with domestic violence assault and domestic violence disorderly conduct. I'm going to order no acts of domestic violence, no firearms or other weapons, no alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't have contact of any kind with Christina Hernandez, and stay away from her home and workplace. I'm going to release you with the conditions that I mentioned, and your court date at Pima County Justice Court will be April 28th, and that'll be at 10:30 a.m. You're
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, man, go out that door, sit down the stairs with the females.
Okay.
Bryce, Robert. Can you put your arm through your shirt, please, sir?
Hello, what's your name?
Rebel Grace.
Okay, you've got a couple of warrants. Pima County Justice Court, warrant on a shoplifting case, and another Pima County Justice Court case, driving on a suspended, canceled, or revoked license. And you have a pending felony. So you're already held on that matter. I'm releasing you on these misdemeanor cases with a court date of April 28th at 8:30, Pima County Justice Court.
Thank you, Judge.
You're excused.
Out the door, downstairs with the male. Miss Foltz.
Hello, what's your name?
The fire folks.
What? You're charged with possession of drug paraphernalia, and you also have a no bond hold on a felony matter. So just a minute.
side, you want all that traffic.
I'm releasing you on the city court charge. Since you're being held on another matter, I'm gonna set what's called a non-transport review. That will be June 6th at 9 o'clock. And I'm also appointing the city public defender to represent you. You're excused.
In the door, fit with the males. Patterson or females.
Hello, sir. What is your name?
Patterson Ricardo.
I'm sorry, say again.
Patterson Ricardo.
Thank you. Right.
One pop, you have there.
Morning, sir.
Mr. Patterson, you were arrested back in February of this year for trespassing. You failed to appear on March 3rd. That's the case that you have not yet been seen on. You have numerous other cases in Tucson City Court that you've already been seen on. Various of them, trespassing, park after hours, etc. And let's see here. And you failed to appear on these older matters back in February. And let's see. You were at the time represented by the city public defender. We're going to reappoint the public defender. Bond is set in the amount of $100. And we're going to schedule you for a video review. That'll be April 25th at 1:45. And this is Judge Mayhew. If you bond out, then you need to be in court on your own. May 16th, 9 a.m. All
And he's-
release conditions remain in effect. Your excuse, sir.
Head out that door, down the stairs, sit with the males. Souls, Robert. Souls. Oh, sorry.
Hello, what's your name?
Robert.
Oh. You're charged here with domestic violence, disorderly conduct, domestic violence, criminal damage, and domestic violence assault, no injury. I'm going to order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence, do not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or other weapons, and do not have contact of any kind with Allison Alvarez. Stay away from her home and workplace. And you get a one-time return visit with a police escort to get your belongings. Next, I'm releasing you with those conditions. Your next court date, this is at Tucson City Court, May 13th at 1:30. You're excused.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Laura, what's that?
Well,
Wired.
good, how are you?
Hello, what's your name?
Jose Mora.
Mr. Moore, I'm going to waive reading of the charges against you. They are listed on an arrest warrant out of Pima County Superior Court, listing a $500,000 bond. I'm going to order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or other weapons. Don't have contact with the alleged victims or unsupervised contact with any of that same class. You do have an immigration hold. And the state is recommending the aforementioned 500,000. We'll hear from defense counsel.
Judge, I don't believe a $500,000 bond is necessary in this case. These are allegations from 2009 and 2012. So they're from a long time ago. He has absolutely no felony priors or misdemeanors that he's ever picked up. He's employed, he has support with his wife. He doesn't have any active flag or any of the scoring any higher than a 1 on the scales. So for all those reasons and given the hold, we'd be asking for no more than a $50,000 bond.
All right, thank you. Let's hear from the state.
Around the allegations before the court involves a crime against a child, of course. So due to the inherent nature of the crime and due to the continued risk, not only to a particular child, but any children in the home, which I believe the PTS, the pretrial services indicated that there are children living within the home. There's a continued risk and a concern from the safety of the public at large. So the state would ask for the $500,000 bond.
All right, just a moment, thank you. Bond is set in the amount of 250,000. Your court date is April 24th at 1:30. Public defender is appointed. The other conditions I've already mentioned. You're excused. Hello, what is your name?
Robert Andre Fuller.
All right, sir, you've got several cases in Tucson City Court. Today, you were cited for, well, no, this is actually from December 18th. You were cited for failure to comply with a court order. November 7th of last year, failure to comply with a court order. November 1st of last year, failure to comply with a court order. April 17th of this year, today, 2 counts of disorderly conduct and failure to comply with a court order. Also today, assault, no injury. And then you've got some cases from last year, July of last year, trespassing. August of last year, disorderly conduct. 2 disorderly conducts on a separate case from last year. Repeated acts of harassment from July of last year. Okay, I'm gonna order that you obey the injunction against harassment against you. Do not have any contact with the alleged victim. Stay away from the incident location. No firearms or other weapons, no alcohol or illegal drugs. Bond is set in the amount of $2,500. City public defender is appointed to represent you. And we're gonna set a video review for April 25th at 1:45. If you bond out, your in-person court date will be May 20th, 9 o'clock. The city public defender will be representing you. You're excused.
Let that door sit down there with the mails. Timber is right here. Timber is. That's fully true.
Hello, what is your name?
Manuel Fimbres.
I'm sorry, say again?
Manuel Saúl Fimbres.
Your Honor, I have Mr. Simbres as that needs a Spanish interpreter, and this is the Spanish interpreter on the line.
Okay. Thank you.
Señor, yo voy a ser su intérprete.
Okay, está bien.
Okay. You have both felony and misdemeanor cases, sir.
Señor, usted tiene dos casos, tiene un caso de delito grave y de delito menor.
Felony case, you have an arrest warrant out of Pima County Superior Court on 2 charges of aggravated driving under the influence and listing a $5,000 bond.
Y tiene cargos de orden de arresto por el an interpreter will ask for repetition in the Superior Court initial meeting. Interpreter ask for repetition, Your Honor, on the first part of the Superior Court.
It's a Superior Court arrest warrant
Okay.
listing 2 charges of aggravated driving under the influence and listing a $5,000 bond.
Tiene una orden de arresto del Tribunal Superior por 2 cargos por conducir bajo los efectos del alcohol o las drogas y tiene una fianza de $5,000 fijada.
The county attorney is asking me to impose that requested bond, and we will hear from the defense attorney.
Y el abogado del condado está solicitando que se imponga esa fianza que se está solicitando. Voy a escuchar de parte de la abogada defensora.
Judge, given the circumstances, we're comfortable with the $5,000 bond.
Y su señoría, dadas las circunstancias, nosotros nos sentimos bien con la fianza de $5,000.
All right, $5,000 bond. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or other weapons. Stay away from the incident location and no contact with alleged victims.
Bueno, entonces está bien los $5,000 de fianza, no puede consumir alcohol, tampoco puede consumir drogas ilegales, ni tener o cargar armas o cualquier tipo de arma, ni arma de fuego, y debe estar alejado del lugar de incidente y no debe contener ningún contacto con la presunta víctima.
Okay.
And we are
Me olvidó mencionar.
court is April 24th at 1:30, and the public defender will be representing you.
Y la fecha de corte va a ser el 24 de la tarde y le van a asignar un defensor público que lo represente.
Okay.
All right.
¿Ok?
The misdemeanors are in Tucson City Court. You were,
Y los,
go ahead.
y Y los delitos menores son del tribunal de la ciudad de Tucson.
You were charged today with assault and disorderly conduct.
Y se le levantaron cargos hoy de agresión y de perturbación al orden público.
And back in July of 2023, you were charged with domestic violence, disorderly conduct, 2 counts, and a non-domestic violence criminal damage.
Y en la fecha de julio del 2023 a usted se le levantaron cargos de violencia doméstica, 2 cargos por perturbación al orden público y otro cargo que no es de violencia doméstica por daños a propiedad ajena.
You failed to appear at your court date on September 5th of 2023.
Usted no compareció a la fecha de corte que tenía para el 5 de septiembre del 2023.
So let's see here. We're going to order that you not have contact with the alleged victims, stay away from the incident locations.
Y voy a ordenarle que usted no tenga ningún contacto con las presuntas víctimas y que se mantenga alejado de los lugares del incidente.
Ok.
¿Ok?
Sí.
Bond on your misdemeanor cases are set at 500. Don't have contact with the alleged victim, stay away from the incident location.
Y la fianza para los delitos menores son de 500 cada una y no puede tener contacto con las presuntas víctimas y mantenerse alejado del lugar de incidente.
Está bien.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so we're going to set a video review for April 25th.
Vamos a fijar,
1:45.
Vamos a fijar una audiencia de revisión por video para el 25 de abril a la 1:45.
Okay.
And the city public defender will be representing you on these city court matters.
Y el defensor público de la ciudad lo va a representar en los casos del tribunal de la ciudad.
Ok.
Okay, sir, you're excused.
Señor, ya se puede retirar, le dice el juez.
Thank you.
Your Honor, confirm if there's any more Spanish defendants?
Do we need the interpreter for other cases?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, yes, you're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor. Interpreter will not disconnect. Have a good evening.
You as well. Ma'am, what's your name?
Marisa Granillo.
Arson. Yes.
Okay, just a minute. Okay, you're charged with possession of or use of a narcotic drug and with possession of paraphernalia. I'm going to order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, no return to the incident, and do not have contact with your co-defendant. I'm going to read a statement to you that will be followed up by a question. Please answer yes or no. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that only requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we'll put you in STEPS. I am going to release you to the supervision services. And the STEPS court date is April 24th at 9. The county attorney's recommendation also says smart hearing. I thought that was, these were both combined into one. Are they separate programs again?
I thought that they were both combined into one, but I thought you're supposed to request a smart hearing. But I'm relearning how to do the bond hearings, Your Honor, so you may be absolutely correct. But just to make certain I check mark both.
Okay, all right. I only have the option for the STEPS hearing on April 24th at 9. Will the defense waive time on the
Yes.
preliminary hearing? Okay, so that's going to be June 2nd at 1:30. Public defender appointed. And no alcohol or drugs, and don't return to the incident location. Okay, and the public defender is appointed. You're excused.
Marston, Joseph.
No.
Hello.
Right.
Say your name to the judge.
Hi, it's Joseph Marston.
Okay, just a minute. You're charged, sir, with possession of narcotic drugs and possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, and don't return to the incident location. We're going to place you in the STEPS program. Well, let me read the statement first, and then you answer the question. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing?
Yes.
All right, STEPS date is April 24th at 9. Defense waive time for the prelim.
Yes.
Okay, preliminary hearing, that'll be June 2nd at 1:30. We're appointing the public defender. And that should do it. Your excuse, sir. I may have forgotten the release to pretrial services.
Martinez, Michael.
Hello.
Hello, what's your name, sir?
My name is Michael Martinez.
Mr. Martinez, like you have a couple of matters. New charge, misconduct involving weapons. And then you've got a warrant out of Superior Court listing charges of 2 counts of misconduct involving weapons, dangerous drug violation and drug paraphernalia. That warrant lists a bond of $5,000. The state's asking for that $5,000 on the warrant and another $5,000 with pretrial services supervision on the new charge. We'll hear from the defense counsel.
Your Honor, it looks like these are from 2024, almost a year ago. He does have verified housing and support with his mother. He doesn't have an active NVCA flag. I wasn't able to see any verified employment, so given that, we're asking for $2,500 on each for each case.
All right, let's hear from the state.
Your Honor, the defendant, even though this was from August of 2024, the defendant has continued to ride along with the firearm, knowing that he was prohibited from having one. The state would, in being a continued threat to the community, for not being in compliance with those orders, so the state would ask for the $5,000 bond with pretrial services on both matters, sir.
All right, thank you.
And Judge, I'd also like to note, I'm not seeing that he was ever arrested on this case that was indicted. It looks like he didn't even know about
I don't
it.
even know about it. So, it's understanding.
All right, just a minute. Well, he may not have known about the warrant. However, he certainly knew that he wasn't supposed to be possessing weapons, and the streets are grimy is really a ridiculous excuse. So, 5,000 apiece, pretrial services. Public defense appointed, no alcohol or drugs, no firearms or weapons. On the Superior Court matter, the court date is April 24th at 1:30. Public defender appointed. And aren't these this gentleman and the previously, aren't they co-defendants? Should they have different attorney? No, I'll change it. Legal defender. Okay, legal defender is appointed. And April 24th, 1:30 on the warrant matter. Pretrial services in addition to the bond. And then on the new case, 5,000 on that pretrial services supervision. And that court date is April 28th at 1:30. Legal defender appointed and don't have contact with your co-defendant. You're excused.
Judge, that looks like that excludes the docket. May I be excused?
Yeah, you're all excused. Have a great evening.
Thank you, sir.